What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Koala Gardens. Come on in with me and let's see what Valentine's been up to. It's always such a pleasure to watch him, and a lot of you might know that I often get to see him just outside the kitchen window, which is a real delight. I mean, who doesn't want to live somewhere where they can see koalas from that kind of vantage point? And I'm so excited. I have got to shout out 3 brand new patrons who have joined recently. Jack Brown, Becca Boucher and Kerry Andrew. Ooh, thank you so much. This means the absolute world to me and makes all the difference in what I'm doing. Now also, that's not all of it. Kerry Fish has renewed her Patreon and Karen de Unionville has signed up for a whole year. I'm now offering yearly Patreon memberships. If that suits you better to just make one payment and be covered for a year, go on over to Patreon and have a look. I'm going to be adding some new things to Patreon soon too, and there is a lot more exclusive content that only my patrons are going to start receiving. And I want to make sure that I stop for a moment and acknowledge the Widjabul Waiable people of the Bundjalung Nation, on whose land I live, work and play. And now for some Valentine. Sometimes I just get that moment of being able to catch a koala when they're awake and moving. So I raced out the front door with my camera, and here's Valentine going up that tree. You can see that he's got a tag in his left ear, because if you've been following me for a while, you might remember that Valentine developed chlamydial conjunctivitis last year, and I had to catch him and take him into hospital. And on release from hospital, by law, all koalas have an ear tag put in for identification. Don't you love how they do those back leg bum scratches? Always makes me laugh. This is a huge red gum that he's in, and up he goes, higher and higher, looking for the tastiest of leaves or the very best spot to stop. Like, look at that. He has perched himself on the top of a dead bit of a stick there, as though that's like the best stool. Now, koalas can do this because they have a whole shield across that exact part of his back that he's sitting on there. That is a big pad of cartilage. Do you know the only other marsupial in Australia that has that same shield of cartilage in that spot? Put it in the comments below, like right now, but I will tell you the answer at the end of the video if you didn't know. So he's really sitting on that hard pad of cartilage. Otherwise, I mean, that would just be excruciating. It's like koala on a stick. After a little bit of a rest, suddenly up he gets, has another scratch. Koalas are always sort of scratching and grooming, and he heads higher on up the tree. Now, I will always be putting out a lot of free content. If you want to help and you can't do something like Patreon or an adoption, you can at any time just hit that super thanks button underneath the video here and throw $2 or any amount that you can afford towards helping me do what I do. Just look at that face. I love the big, broad sort of head, that Valentine's got. It's a really male face, and you can get a bit of a view here to see just how high up in this huge tree he is. This is where koalas are made to live. It's no wonder they don't really know how to handle things once they get down on the open ground with no big trees around them. And the quest is on for the best leaves. It usually means that a koala has to go ever higher and higher up into the canopy to get them. Sometimes koalas like eating new growth tips, but they also eat a lot of older mature leaf as well. But you can see that lower down in the tree there's just lots of branch and structure. But up where he's getting up into now, that's where the leaf is. And koalas need to eat hundreds of leaves every single day in order to get all of the calories and nutrition that they need. And you know what? You've made it to the end of yet another Koala Gardens video. So would you make sure you've hit that like button and stop to put a note in the comments below. Friend Valentine, we certainly love him. Thanks for watching. Lots more video coming up. And I promised you I'd answer the question. The marsupial, who has a cartilage plate across their butt like a koala, is, of course, their closest cousin, the wombat. If you're looking for a gift for anybody at any time, always pop over to my Redbubble store and check out the beautiful designs there on so many different types of items that make the perfect gift.